Managing your PPE supply chain feels like a constant battle between cost, availability, and safety. What if you could cut PPE costs per use by up to 75% without skipping a single beat in operations? This is about building a supply chain that won't break when the next global crisis hits. The sticker price on disposable PPE is a lie. The real costs are hidden in waste, logistics, and supply risk. In the next few minutes, we'll provide a blueprint to make the switch successfully, covering the numbers, the operations, and your people. So that 75% saving sounds great, but how is it actually calculated? It starts by looking past the purchase price. The concept is total cost of ownership, or TCO. This calculation includes initial purchase, training, cleaning, and storage over an item's entire life. When you divide this total cost by hundreds of uses, the cost per use plummets. The high upfront cost is revealed as a long-term investment. Beyond cost, reusable PPE is engineered for durability, designed to withstand 200 industrial laundry cycles while maintaining full protective integrity. Benefit 1. You own your supply. No more frantic calls or price gouging during shortages. Benefit 2. A massive reduction in waste. You cut down on landfill-bound materials and lower your carbon footprint. Benefit 3. Consistent compliance. You control the quality assurance process for gear that meets NEOSH or AMI standards. The benefits are clear. But how do you implement a reusable system without creating chaos? It rests on 3 non-negotiable operational pillars. Pillar 1 is a validated cleaning and sanitization process. This guarantees the gear meets safety standards after every single use, without fail. Pillar 2 is disciplined storage and inspection. Clean, dry areas prevent degradation, while mandatory pre-use checks are your final line of defense. Pillar 3 is sufficient inventory and easy access. If finding clean gear is harder than grabbing a disposable, the entire system will fail. You can build a perfect system, but it's worthless if your team won't adopt it. So, how do you manage the human factor? Resistance is rarely about change itself. It's about comfort and proper fit. If reusable gear is heavy, hot, or doesn't fit right, compliance will drop. The solution? Involve your team in selecting the gear. Run trials with different models. Their buy-in becomes your most valuable asset. This isn't theory. Case studies show when employees are part of the process, they become champions for the change, not obstacles to it. Combine this with training that explains the why behind the how, the benefits to their safety, the company's stability, and the environment. So those 3 pillars, cleaning, storage, and access, are more than just logistics. They are how you build trust with your team. Let's be realistic, it's not without difficulties. The single biggest hurdle for most organizations is the upfront capital. Reusable or recyclable PPE is a capital investment, while disposables are an operating expense. This requires a shift in budgeting, framing it as infrastructure. Challenge 1. Fostering accountability. Leadership must actively support the new system, not just approve it. Challenge 2. Making pre-use inspections routine. Every reusable item needs a quick check for wear and tear before it's used. With these hurdles, is the future simply a better version of what we have now? Or is new technology changing the entire equation? Remember those hidden costs and supply chain risks we mentioned at the start? This is where new thinking provides a powerful answer. The true TCO of disposables includes the uninsurable risk of your production line stopping. A reusable system is a form of supply chain insurance. The case is clear. A reusable system is more resilient and cost-effective. So how do you start on Monday without disrupting a thing? A smooth transition to reusable PPE is entirely possible. It depends on strategic planning, not a sudden company-wide switch. Your first action: start a pilot program in one department. Use it to calculate your real-world TCO and get direct feedback from your team. By doing this, you're not just buying equipment. You're building a more resilient, cost-effective, and sustainable operation for your people.